What's good, family? It's me, Coach 67 Sports TV. Shout out to the awesome and amazing LDBC, Langston Broadcasting Community. Shout out to the Louisiana All-American Sports Network. Last but definitely not least, shout out to the greatest university in the world, the Southern University, home of the mighty Jaguars. In this particular video, I'm going to talk about Southern University finally finding their stride in their identity. Identity is the team. Have they really hit their stride and find their identity as a team? We're going to talk about that in this video. And basically, Southern University just came off a very impressive win this weekend for homecoming over Alcorn State. And, one thing about Southern University teams of the past, whether we talking about the 93 team that only lost one game with Eric Randall at the helm, they had Eric Randall at quarterback, Lindsey Scott Sr. running back. They had the dog day defense with Sean Wallace, who was the SWAC Defensive Player of the Year that year. They had Jimmy Connor, they had Kenya Rounds. They just had a savage defense, a good running game, a good offensive line, and a good quarterback that made good decisions and timely plays. We talking about the 95 team that was also led by Eric Randall, who's a senior by this point. You had Melvin Williams Jr. at running back. And, you had, another set of just excellent defensive players, and you just had, an excellent defense. That's where the dog day defense really came in that 93 season, the 95 season. That's where Southern really got the moniker dog day defense, dog day D. So, with those teams, first, second down, you want to line up in the eye, run the ball. Some instances, if it's third and long or third and medium, or even if they just feel like switching it up, they will go to spread and it will give you a different look. And defensively, they were going to play good, solid defense. So that was their identity as a team. And I think we're at the point now with Southern University. I think their identity is, well, first and foremost, I think maybe long-term, Xavier Tissett, he has more upside and potential as a long-term prospect, but I think in the interim, I think they feel like Noah Biden gives them the best chance and the best opportunity to win. I don't know if he's going to be ready for FAMU Saturday, but either way, I think Noah probably is your guy. He has more experience. And really, one thing I kind of overlooked with him is, when we look at different quarterbacks, like, for example, Quincy Richard. If I'd evaluated Quincy Richard, like his sophomore year, he was, extremely inexperienced. His junior year, he was often injured. He was injury prone his junior season. And his senior season, like, he really kind of hit his stride. And, he, for the exception of one game against Alcorn State when they had Don D.C. Curry at quarterback, for the exception of that one game, like, he looked like the best quarterback in the SWAC. And this including Bruce Eugene also. So Quincy Richard was the man that senior season, but that sophomore campaign, that junior campaign, not so much. And I think the thing I kind of overlooked with Noah, I got to give him his flowers. He played a good game against Alcorn State Saturday. And I got to give him his props. He's much improved. The offensive line is much improved. And the team is playing well. I got to give Coach Graves and his entire staff credit. He's been pushing his team in the right direction. Even myself, I wasn't on the bandwagon as early as some other people, but eventually I got on the bandwagon. Hey, maybe we need to go get rid of athletic director Roman Banks because, truthfully speaking, he was an excellent basketball coach. He led Southern's basketball team to SWAC championship in 2013, and they played Gonzaga in the first round of NCAA tournament and nearly pulled the upset. They only lost by 6 points. That Gonzaga team had Kelly Olynyk on it, and I remember watching that game. But as an athletic director, I kind of felt like he left a lot to be desired. But at this point, I kind of have to walk back my statement when it comes to Roman Banks and when it comes to Terrence Graves and when it comes to just Southern University football program in general, because at this point, it seems as if they hit their stride and they're moving in the right direction. I mean, you know, just like I talked about those teams in the past with Eric Randall, whether it's 93, 95, or even if we talk about like maybe, I don't know, maybe the 98 team with Sam George at quarterback, the 99 team, you know, with with Terrence Levy and throwing all those 50-50 ball to Mike Hayes. I mean, those teams had identities, and I think at this point, you know, the identity for the offense is, you know, get behind a big offensive line and let Kendrick Grimes do his thing. You run Kendrick Grimes. You know, he has Corbin Dillon and CJ Russell to complement him. But I think at this point, we've clearly established that Kendrick Grimes is the feature back in this offense. You don't rely on Noah too much. You know, you just rely on him to make timely plays from here and there. You know, like Saturday's game against Alcorn State. You know, I heard a lot of fans, you know, oh, you know, you keep running the same play up the middle. And I'm like, from a coach's standpoint, that's what you want to do. You know, you want to pound the rock, and wear Alcorn State's run defense down. And occasionally you let Noah make a play with his feet like he did. He made a few plays, you know, in terms of one play, they ran a zone read or a read option with him. He pulled it. He got a first down. One play on like third and medium, he dropped back to pass. They blitzed him. Nobody was open. You know, he's finally starting to run. You step up in the pocket. Stepped up in the pocket, and he was able to escape, get a first down. So he made a few plays with both his arm and his legs. So, you know, I got to give him credit. You know, he's making timely plays, and he made timely plays on Saturday. So at the end of the day, I think Southern University, from an offensive standpoint, they really found their stride in terms of, you know, you got your running game. You know, you let Noah, he's finally starting to get more experience. I think he's at start 9 of his career at this point. So he might have like maybe about 9 starts under his belt. So maybe he's, you know, gained a little bit more season, a little bit more confidence. And defensively, you know, they've been lights out the last couple of weeks defensively. You know, defense being led by SWAC preseason Defensive Player of the Year, Kelby Gibbons. So we're at the point now where Southern has found their identity and they're kind of finally hit their stride. So if they keep going in this direction, I think they should win Saturday. I picked them. If you know, check out my other video, I picked them to beat FAMU Saturday. And if you get the win, you know, it's looking like you headed for another showdown with Jackson State. So, you know, hopefully things pan out from the standpoint of, you know, you win the SWAC West and you play in the SWAC championship game. You clear that hurdle, and then you go to the Celebration Bowl in Atlanta, and you become Black National Championship, win the Black National Championship. As a Southern University fan, you know, this is kind of what I hope, and I hope they could pull it off. And at this point now, more so than when I saw them the night they played against McNeese, and I got all wet. Not all wet, but just a little wet. But, you know, I wouldn't mind being as wet if I'd have rode home with a win. But, you know, when you have wet underwear and wet socks, you know, because I don't like to have wet underwear and wet socks. But if you ride home after you done got wet, you know, it's not as good, especially when you led 75% of the game. But at this point, you know, hopefully they can get the SWAC West, win the SWAC, and win the Celebration Bowl. But that's it for this video. If you found any value in this video, please like the video, share the video, comment in the comment section, subscribe to the channel. Also, click the notification bell so you could be alerted anytime I post any new videos. Especially, you know, subscribe. Please subscribe. And also, you know, hit me with your thoughts in the comment section, because, you know, I pretty much respond to every comment. And just to kind of show y'all I do, I'm do a video about someone that left a comment in the comment section. So you'll see that video next. That's gonna be the next video about, you know, some comments a subscriber left in the comment section. You're gonna see the video next. But also go check out my brother Jared 11 Green on his channel. Every Sunday, 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, we do the show called the Southern Baller Show. Go check him out on his channel. Also, my brother Brent Fox on his channel. He's a huge Pittsburgh Steelers fan. He's a huge boxing fan like myself. So, from time to time, he does a 20 by 20 series, but he primarily talks about the Steelers and just football in general, just like we're doing the Southern Baller Show, talk about football in general. We talk about swag, we talk about HBCU football, college football, NFL football. So, those two channels, between this channel and those two channels, we just love football and boxing. We just love sports in general. And on my other brother channel, Cadillac Red, Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. He has two channels. His primary channel is a boxing channel, Supreme Boxing Talk, Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. And his backup channel, Supreme Beast After Hours. Himself, the other brother, 503 Lion, which is another one of the usual suspects, and myself, we've done, a few episodes of the Coach's Playbook. So, go check out his channel. Go subscribe to both his channels. Also, go check out my brother, 7A Sports TV. He has two channels. His primary channel is 7A Sports TV. He has 94K subscribers, so go check him out. His backup channel, the LDBC General, go check out that channel also. So, go support both of these brothers. And, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. I'll catch y'all on the rebound. Y'all have a blessed and phenomenal day. Peace and blessings. Catch you on the flip side.